Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup haul for you guys. I've been steadily building up a couple of things while I've been off sick. So I had an eye operation, as you guys know, at the beginning of January. This is my first video I'm filming for 2016, by the way. Yay! And it's been difficult. All I can say, firstly, I just want to thank all of you guys for your well wishes. My Snapchat family, you've kept me thoroughly entertained over the past 2 weeks. Thoroughly entertained when I have literally been pretty much immobile. I've had to rely on my parents so much because I can't see clearly. Even now, I can't really see my viewfinder that clearly. I haven't got my lenses in. I haven't got my glasses on because they don't really seem to make a difference. My eyes have healed. It's been 2 weeks and I've not been able to go to work because I can't drive. And I can see but I can't see, if that makes sense. It's like everything is a little bit fuzzy. It's like I can't see sharply. So when I was doing like my eye makeup, I was like, I can't tell if it's straight or not, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I'm really paranoid to wear mascara or liquid eyeliner because those are liquidy, more chemically kind of products. So in order to do my eyeliner today, I literally used a black eyeshadow and just did a tiny little wing, and I whacked on the lightest false eyelashes I could find. Whether or not they glued on properly, who can tell? I don't know. I can't see properly. While I have been off, that hasn't obviously stopped me buying things. And it's been hilarious because when using my phone and somebody sent me a text message, I couldn't read it because it's fuzzy. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what it says. So I'd screenshot it, zoom in, and that's how I've been reading things. So sad, I know. But hopefully by next weekend, my eyesight should be back to normal, hopefully. And then I can get back into doing makeup tutorials and loads of other videos that I've got planned for you guys. But again, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your lovely comments. My Snapchat family, thank you so much for keeping me entertained and listening to my rants and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so a couple of things that I've been buying, and some of the things I will be doing a review on. Again, I've had them for a little while now, but I just haven't been able to do a review because I've not actually worn any makeup for the past 2 weeks. It has been so weird. I'm so used to wearing makeup that now, even wearing it today, I was like, forgive me, my makeup also doesn't look that great again because I can't see that clearly. I've just done the best that I can. So earlier on in the year, I placed an order with Debenhams for a couple of things that I had my eye on, which I'll show you. The first thing is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons eyeshadow palette. Now, initially I wasn't going to get this, and then I kind of talked myself round and did buy it because I love the other Too Faced chocolate bar eyeshadow palettes, the chocolate bar one and the semi-sweet one. So I thought, oh my god, you know what, I have to get this. Look at it, isn't it just gorgeous? It's so cute. If you are a girly girl, you would just die and go to girly sweetie heaven. It's lovely. I love it. I haven't used it yet. Obviously, I've not worn any makeup. My January favourites is going to be so crap this year because it's only going to be like a couple of things because I've not worn anything. And it looks like this. If you guys would like me to do a makeup tutorial with this, let me know. I will most likely do a review of this eyeshadow palette. And you know what? I might do like a Valentine's makeup look and use this eyeshadow palette as well. So very happy to get this. And obviously it smells like chocolate. The next thing I got was the brand new Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighting powder, which I'm using for the first time today. This is what I've got on my cheekbones and on my nose. It's a little bit messy because, again, not being able to see clearly, I can't even see if I'm making a mess. Today's the first time I'm actually wearing it. It is gorgeous. Look at it. It's gorgeous. You need it in your life. You have to have it. It's beautiful. Love it. And the thing is, I don't actually have that many Bobbi Brown products. I've got one shimmer brick, but I don't really tend to use it. And this one is a little bit different to the shimmer bricks. I think that this one's a little bit more creamy, but the highlight, as you can see, it's just on point. It's gorgeous. I love it. And another two things that I got from Debenhams, actually I got one from House of Fraser because it was sold out in Debenhams, are the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliners. I know I'm so behind on this. These have been out for years, but I've never actually bought any of them before. And I really wanted, I had some glitter liners from MAC, but I think I lost them. I don't know where they are. I've not been able to find them. It happens. When you own so much makeup, you lose it, and then you don't even realise you've lost it until 3 years later. Here they are. The top one is Midnight Cowboy, and the bottom one is called Junkshow. And they're gorgeous, and they're lovely, and I absolutely love them. I've only used the pink one, Junkshow. I think I used that in my last makeup, not my makeup tutorial, I think in my last video, the one when I'm wearing my glasses and blinding you all. Another thing that I got, and this is so funny because I bought this, I went to Brent Cross with my mum over the past 2 weeks when I was off work and, you know, recovering. And I didn't obviously have any makeup on, and I really wanted to try the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And I didn't realise in Brent Cross that they actually had a stand there now in Phoenix. So I got the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, but the joke is obviously colour matching myself. I couldn't see that clearly, so I was really relying on the woman there. And she matched me to the shade medium 7. Which is what I'm wearing today. I think the shade is okay. It's not as yellow as I would like it, and medium 8 is too orange. So this is something that is just going to be probably a winter foundation for me. So far, this is the second time I've worn it. This is the second time I've worn makeup. I wore makeup not yesterday, day before. It feels really velvety soft on my skin. I'm really quite happy with it, but I've not worn it on a full day out at work yet, so I don't know what it's like wearing it for a good 10-12 hours. So I will most probably do a review on this shortly, but for now, I seem to be quite happy with it. The shade is maybe a little bit beige for me, a little bit beige, and not as yellow as I would like. And again, I can't really tell myself, so I'm not really going to bother caring whether or not it's the right shade for now anyway. I also had to pop out and get some medication at some point, eye drops. I have to constantly use them again and again and again, and I ended up in Superdrug and I picked this up. The Nivea Men's Sensitive Post-Shave Balm. Now, if you are a fan of Nikki tutorials, you would already know about this. She is the one who discovered this as a use as a foundation primer. Now, it is obviously a men's product. It smells like, the only way that it reminded me of a smell of, you know how you smell something and then it reminds you of like a memory, and the scent of this reminded me of being back at school and walking past the boys' toilets when I was 14-15 years old, and all the boys were at that stage of completely covering themselves in head to toe in aftershave. Normally in my school it was Davidoff Cool Water, because that was the era and time it came out and all the boys had to wear it, and this reminds me of a Lynx aftershave. I don't know which one it was because all the boys in my school would wear every single different type. This is what the smell of this reminds me of. And again, I have worn this. I'm wearing this today underneath this foundation. The smell does wear off, by the way. And I wore it the other day, again with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. Now, so I can't really tell yet whether it is the foundation which feels so velvety smooth that makes my foundation feel so amazing, or it's this. So I am going to use this tomorrow and use a different foundation. But so far, it seems to work really well as a primer. But again, I've not given it its full kind of try. So if you guys want me to do a review on this as used as a primer, do let me know below. Another thing that I got from Nivea is the Daily Essentials Double Effect Eye Makeup Remover. This is a new product. It's not been out that long. It's for all skin types. And it is one of those ones where you have to shake it to separate the oil from the rest of the product. That's why you can see the blue and the white underneath. Now, for those of you that like to use the Clinique Take the Day Off eye makeup remover, which is quite pricey and it's also oil based, this is meant to be the cheaper alternative. Today will be the first time that I use it because I'm going to remove this eye makeup later on. Again, let me know if you guys want a review, because I'm always happy to recommend a cheaper drugstore alternative rather than have to spend a shitload of money on Clinique, which costs so much, and all you're doing is removing a bunch of eye makeup. I hate having to spend loads of money on things like makeup remover. While I was also in Superdrug, I picked up the new Maybelline Superstay 24-hour makeup locking setting spray. I've never used a drugstore makeup setting spray before. I've only ever used the Urban Decay Chill makeup setting spray, and my one is nearly finished. So I haven't given this a try yet, but again, something I'm looking forward to using. It's been a really long time since I have used or bought any new nail polishes. I've always been a really big fan of Barry M, but recently, and when I say recently, I mean the past probably 2 years, they've really been letting me down in terms of their quality. I put the nail polish on less than 24 hours, it chips. Beforehand, it used to last me like 5 days, and I was just like, you know what, I've had enough. So I decided to try a completely new brand, somebody newer, a little bit more expensive, and wanted to try them out, and that is Essie nail polishes. And I'm sure there's loads of you that have tried them before. They sell these in Superdrug and in Boots. They cost $7.99. They're on the more expensive side in terms of nail polishes, but you know what? I have been wearing this nail polish on my nails for the past 5 days, and only today it started to chip. Only today. These are excellent. Or the one that I am using, this one here called Lovie Dovie, absolutely excellent. I'm really, really happy with this. Buy Now Blog Later, Laura, who was Lollipop26 on YouTube, is the one who actually enabled me. Go follow her. She's awesome. I love her. I've followed her for so many years, and she always raves about Essie nail polishes. So I'm really glad that I finally stopped being such a cheap ass when it comes to nail polish. Paid a little bit extra money for something which appears to be a very good product. Now, I've not tried the other 3 yet. I'm going to take off this nail polish today because it's finally come to the end of its cycle. And then I'm going to try something else. So we'll see. If it's good, then you know what? I'm going to get more. So this one is Lovie Dovie, which is what I've got on my nails today. Again, I put it on Tuesday. Today's Sunday. And only now the edges, around the edges, has started to fade. This one is called Playdate. This one is called Brides No Grooms. I love the names. They're so funny. And this nudie pink is called Fiji. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that I christened January 2016 Ugly Month. And I christened it Ugly Month on my behalf, not on yours. I'm sure you're having a very beautiful month, but for me, it's really been a super ugly month. The eye surgery, the not being able to wear eye makeup, I couldn't even see how badly my eyebrows had grown until yesterday. I could finally see a little bit more clearly, and I was like, oh my god, there are bushes on my face. I went straight to the salon, got them threaded. Again, whether or not they've been done cleanly, I can't tell. But there is that. My eyelids were swollen right after the surgery. It was like somebody had stuck fireballs in my head. I was feeling really, really unattractive. So I'd already christened January Ugly Month. Then there is this right here. This is a sebaceous cyst that I've had on my face for nearly 2 years, and I've had to fight with the NHS to have it removed because according to them it's something which is considered cosmetic. But you know what, if I cried enough to the doctor I could get a free boob job. This is why I hate this country so much sometimes. It's like, this is a growth on my face and it has steadily been getting bigger and bigger. Finally, they have agreed to have it removed, and that's going to be removed this Friday, the 22nd of January. So I'm either going to have a scar there or some sort of bandage, hence Ugly Month. January is going to be Ugly Month for me, or it already has been. Another reason why I called it Ugly Month is because I decided, now don't judge me, I know some of you may not agree with this, but it's my own personal preference. I bought myself a Derma Roller, and it looks like that. Basically, it is a roller with loads of needles on the end. And what you do is, you roll the needles across your face to the point where it starts to draw blood. And then all the little pinpricks that is left in your face is meant to promote the growth of silicone to then fill out the areas which you are trying to fill in. Basically, I have got pitted scars on my face. I've got so many marks and things like that from when I was a teenager and I had spots and I used to pick them, and it's left bad textured skin on my face. My skin, the texture is not good. If you touch my skin, it feels smooth, but to look at it, and especially in certain lights, you can see the texture bumps and things like that. So I decided to invest in one of these. It cost a couple of pounds from Amazon. I've done plenty of research. I've even been to a salon where I've watched a woman do it, so I knew exactly what I was doing. I don't recommend doing this yourself unless you know exactly what you're doing, and I've not used this yet either. I also bought myself this Emla cream, which is an anesthetic cream. Now this was difficult for me to get a hold of because it is considered a prescription. Again, the salon that I went to, I saw them, they used this, and I've actually had this used on me once before, a long time ago. It numbs the top layer of your skin. You're meant to leave it on for about half an hour or so. Numbs the skin so that you are easily able to run these needles across your face. Now obviously they're needles, so you don't want to be able to feel it, hence the need for the numbing cream. Now I think that I can't remember the size of the needles I got. Here it is. 1.5 millimeter needle, which is apparently considered the medium kind of range in terms of how long the needles are. So once I use this, I'm going to have red raw skin for about a week. Again, it's going to be Ugly Month, but hopefully after I've used it, my skin will be perfect. Let me know if you want me to do a review on my experience of using something like this. If there are those of you out there who've got scars on their face, who wants to get rid of them, not sure how to do it, can't. And the thing is, to go and get this done professionally in a salon, and especially the salon that I went and checked it in, it was like £300 or something. And I was like, this was a £5 and that was £3. I can do it myself. I just need my eyes to go back to normal so that I can see what I'm doing, which is the only reason I haven't done it yet. So that's one thing that I bought. I also recently decided to invest in some new brushes. Now, I've got quite a variety of brushes in terms of my brush collection, and I am planning to do my top favorite makeup brushes video, which I know you guys have asked me to do. I've already got them all written down. I just need to film the video. And plus, because I got these new brushes, I wanted to give them a chance before I did a video for you guys. So I got a whole bunch of Morphe brushes recently. Now, everybody knows who Morphe brushes are. They're an American-based company, but you can buy them in the UK, and you can buy them at a decent price as well. They're not overpriced. They're affordable brushes as well, so they aren't as expensive as like MAC brushes, other brushes, Zoeva brushes like that that cost more money. Anyway, I did a little bit of research. I watched Manny MUA's video because he's a Morphe ambassador, and he recommended a whole bunch of different types of brushes, so I picked up a couple of them. I got mine from Beauty Bay in the UK. I got this brush called the G7 brush. It's a big fluffy powder brush. The Morphe E3 brush, which is like a blush brush. This brush so far I'm absolutely loving, the G3 contour brush. This is what I've used to achieve such a sharp contour. This is my new favourite brush. I love it. From the Gunmetal range as well, hence the colour, and I love the Gunmetal collection because it's very dense brushes. Then I got a couple of smaller brushes as well. I got this tiny like shader brush called the Morphe G15. This brush, endorsed and popular by Jaclyn Hill, is the Morphe M501 brush, which she uses to highlight. I've not used it yet. This is the E17 brush, another shading brush, sorry, crease brush. This is the M330 brush, which is a long tapered blending brush. And another blending brush, which is the M505. It looks like that. Last but not least, it wouldn't be a haul video without a My Mall Box order from the US. So if you followed me for a while, you already know what My Mall Box is. If you're a new subscriber, hello, welcome to my channel. And My Mall Box is a US based shipping company where I order products from the US, send it to that shipping company's address, and then they ship it over to me in the UK. So for example, companies like Colourpop, which don't ship outside the UK, I'm able to get them shipped to me. What I do is I place an order, I send it to the My Mall Box address, and then My Mall Box will send it on to me in the UK. What you can do as well is you can order from various different companies, send them all to the address, and what My Mall Box do is they will package it into one box for you, and then they will charge you for that box, for the weight, the size of the box, the weight of the box, and then they will ship that over to you. Sometimes you will get a customs charge in the UK, sometimes you won't. It depends on the weight and the size of the box. In this instance, I did get a customs charge. I knew I was going to get a customs charge because I knew that the products that I had ordered were going to be quite heavy. So I got a £25 customs charge, which is annoying, but again, I knew it was going to happen. It was to be expected. So here is one of the reasons I got it. Here is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. This is a pre-made palette. What you do is if you order 8 of their eyeshadows, they will send you a magnetic palette, and obviously that weighs quite a bit, and the size of it was one of the reasons that I got the customs charge. All of these eyeshadows except for one are brand new eyeshadows which were recently released. This one, called Brownie, came to me cracked and broken. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that I was incredibly angry because I had paid a customs charge, I'd paid shipping, I paid this, I paid that, and then it came to me broken. So thank you to my Snapchat family for telling me to go and buy some alcohol and try to figure it out myself how to fix the eyeshadow, which I did. I bought this pure alcohol, which I will link below where I bought it from because it is difficult to get hold of in the UK because it is pure alcohol. And what I did was I used a toothpick and I broke this eyeshadow up. A few drops of the alcohol, mixed it up into a little paste, left it to dry overnight, took a tissue, placed it over it, and placed a 10p pence over it and pressed it down. Voila, almost like new. I will list all of these eyeshadows below so that you know which ones I got. This one here, called Henna, is what I'm wearing on my lid today. I'm actually wearing this one. I think this one is Fudge. I'm wearing in my crease, and I'm wearing Henna on my lid. Henna reminds me a lot of Flamethrower Foiled Shadow by Makeup Geek, which if you saw my last video you'll know is one of my favourites for December. It's an amazing colour. This one here, Macaroon, oh my god, This looks gorgeous. I can't wait to use all of these. Again, with Anastasia Beverly Hills, I got the 2 brand new glow kits. They are very heavy and very weighty, which is why, again, I got a customs charge. So this first one here is called That Glow. And these are velvety powders that instantly cast a lip from within glow. You can use them for whatever you want, by the way. I have used a few of these ones so far. They aren't as frosty as the illuminators. That's just something to bear in mind. So this is the first one, which is a more warm toned golden sort of highlighty set. I'm actually using this shade here, Golden Bronze, on my cheeks as a blush, as a like a golden sheen sort of blush. So it's a blush which has a glow, and I really like these because they don't emphasize the pores on your face. In order to use something as a highlight, which is a highlighter or considered a highlighter, to use it as a blush, you have to be careful that if you've got textured skin, it doesn't emphasize the bumps on your face. And this one here, Golden Bronze, I was able to use as a gorgeous blush on the cheeks, as well as using the rest as highlighters. So these are really good versatile products. And then this next one here is called Gleam. This one is a more cool toned pinky sort of shades. It looks like this. I have not used any of these yet, but again, these two here, Mimosa and Hard Candy, can be blatantly used as blushes. They won't work as highlighters on me because my skin is it's not the right colour. My skin isn't dark enough. Maybe if you're darker, these will you can use these more as highlighters, but for me those two will work as blushes and those two will work as highlighters. But these are really, really gorgeous, and I'm going to do proper full reviews on both of them. The last brand I'm going to show you is Colourpop Cosmetics. As I told you guys, Kathleen Lights did another collaboration with Colourpop and released 4 eyeshadows called Where the Night Is. Her last collab was called Where the Light Is. So this one is slightly different. It's got black packaging and it's got 4 gorgeous eyeshadows in it. Again, I've not obviously used these yet because I can't. Let me just show you the best one in here. This one, which is called Telepathy. OMG. What an amazing, like, chartreusey green that shade is. Gorgeous. This one is called Porter. This one is called Midnight. And this last one is called Weenie. Love the name. As part of her collection, she also released 2 lippy sticks and 2 lippy pencils to match. And they are the star signs Aquarius and Taurus, one being her, I don't know which one, and one is her husband. I've only used Taurus, which is what I'm actually wearing on my lips today, which is a gorgeous brown shade, which comes with a matching lip pencil. And then this one is called Aquarius, which looks to be like a mauvey brown. And that's it for my haul. I do have a few more things coming. The new Anastasia Beverly Hills, I can never say her name, Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. I've got that coming in the post soon. And yeah, so there's quite a lot of things obviously I've got to get through, quite a lot of reviews that I've got to do for you guys. If you've got any more requests, feel free to let me know below. I do have a growing list. I've got so many videos to do for you guys. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it comes out clearly. If it hasn't, please don't insult me and tell me off and say you can see shadows and things, because I can't actually tell whether this video is going to come out clear or not. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so I hope that the rest of you's January has started off better than mine. Anyway, I can't complain. You know what? The one thing I do have to say is that when something like your eyesight is taken away from you, you really do realise how much you take things for granted in terms of the people around you. I've had to rely on my mum to like help me in terms of cooking and stuff like that. Walking down the street, I nearly got hit by a car because I couldn't see the car coming. I heard it, but I couldn't see how far it was. You know, these kind of things really do kind of humble you and bring you back to earth. The things that we take for granted, like our eyesight, like our taste and smell and being able to walk and stuff like that. So I've had a lot of time to reflect, I suppose, the past 2 weeks, because I've not been able to really watch TV. I've not really been able to do much at all. I've not even been able to drive. I've only just started driving 2 days ago, and that is because I am just at the legal limit to be able to drive with my glasses on. So things like that I've taken for granted, and that I suppose is my little saying for 2016. Be gracious, be grateful, and stay humble. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.